So we're kind of lying to you guys. The official 10th anniversary of the band was on January 25th. But we were just very disorganized and didn't get the show organized by then. So we'll pretend it's April 5th. So yeah, the end of January for me is a time of mixed emotions because it's a happy anniversary. It's the anniversary of the band, but a few days after is the anniversary of the worst day of my life. I grew up in a small town in southeast England called Canterbury, and I had two very close friends die pretty fucking horrifically and suddenly, and there's a lot of unanswered questions about all that. And you know, when you're 17, you don't really know how to process grief, especially if you're growing up in a small town in England where the whole thing's like, be a fucking tough guy, mate, fucking suck it up, you know what I mean? Let's go down to the local booze and have a couple of pints, you know? It's in English, I'll translate it to you later. It's just, I don't know, the English equivalent of keep your fucking stick on the ice or whatever the fuck. Well, the grief consumed me, and I didn't really know that was what I was feeling until many years later when the grief was, well, I couldn't ignore anymore. What the hell was that? And in 2020, I realized for the first time that I had forgotten that January 28th had passed by, and I had forgotten their anniversary. And I felt fucking terrible, and it sent me down a spiral for quite some time. And with the help of these guys, I wrote the song as a way to process that feeling. Also my therapist, Catherine. Shout out Catherine, legend. Anyway, this song's called 25. January came and went, and 8 years passed by, and I forget that it never used to snow where I grew up. It snowed that night and it didn't stop. They wanna take me down to the station. They're gonna ask me a couple questions. Do you remember where they were going? Can you tell us about their condition? Do you know if they've been drinking or doing any kinds of drugs? I apologize, 'cause I don't remember. I guess I was too fucked up. I used to call your parents long after you disappeared. All the guilt makes me forgetful, and we haven't spoken in years. Oh, my childhood came to a sudden end on the day I buried a couple friends. I don't carry that with me to the day that I die. That I was the last one to see you alive. But if we were invincible and forever wasn't a lie, you wouldn't be 17, 6 feet under. You'd have just turned 25. After the cops and all the cameras and the wailing of the sirens and the funerals and the flowers came a crushing dose of silence. Hindsight is 20/20, and that was 2012. I was 17, drunk and reckless, and you were twice my size. But if we were invincible, forever wasn't like, you wouldn't be 17, 6 feet under. You'd have just turned 25. I miss our southeast violets and the chaos of the Friday night, when those hackney boys from London would catch the train down just to find us in the fog of mid-December, high on the white-lighted high street trailers. Our voices are red, the carnage and cut through the steel night, but no one sings around here anymore, and no one fights on these streets anymore, and no one sings around here anymore, and no one sings around here anymore. Thank you very much.